If you think Peter sank because he doubted, you're missing what happened right before doubt ever spoke. We often treat this moment like a simple cautionary tale. Peter looked away, lost faith, and began to sink. But the part we usually skip over is actually the most interesting and uncomfortable one. Peter starts sinking after he obeys Jesus. Jesus tells him to come. Peter steps out of the boat. But notice, the weather doesn't change. The storm doesn't stop. The wind is still fierce, and the waves are still crashing against him. The only thing that changes is Peter's location. He's no longer in the boat with everyone else. Obedience moved him forward, but it didn't move him into comfort. He's doing exactly what Jesus asked. He's walking toward him. And that is when fear crept in. The scripture says he saw the wind and became afraid. That's not unbelief. That's Peter being human. Fear is the body responding to danger. If fear disqualified him, he never would have stepped out of the boat in the first place. Notice what Jesus asks. He doesn't say, "Why were you afraid?" He asks, "Why did you doubt?" Fear is what Peter felt. Doubt is what that fear produced. Fear grabbed his attention and pulled his trust off-center. But here's the thing. You can be afraid and still believe. You can feel overwhelmed and still be obedient. You can panic and still be moving in the right direction. When Peter began to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me." No long prayer, no big speech, just a pure, honest, desperate cry. And that, my friends, is faith. He never doubted who Jesus was, and Jesus responds immediately, reaching out and grabbing him while the storm is still raging and Peter is still shaking. This means Peter was right there. He didn't sink far away. He was close enough for Jesus to grab. He reached the end of his own strength while he was still moving forward. He got as close to Jesus as he possibly could, and his human limits just gave out. And that's who our God is. Your fear doesn't scare him off. Your panic doesn't make him step back. And your struggle doesn't mean you misheard the call. All you need to do is call out. Those who call on the name of the Lord will find salvation. Help might not look like you expect. The storm might keep raging, but Jesus' hand is always there to keep you from drowning. Don't act tough when you need to cry for help. Don't think you're faithless just because you're afraid. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. So, when your obedience brings you close, but fear still rises, will you assume you've failed? Or will you reach for the hand that was already reaching for you? Thanks for watching.